We are back with more Foundations. This time, we are playing some Mystical Teachings. A blue-black deck using Mystical Teachings from Foundations. It's an uncommon that is a 4-mana blue instant that lets you search your library for an instant card or a card with flash, put it in your hand. And it has flashback for 6. So, this card looks pretty bad. And you might ask, well, why would you put this in your deck? It's really expensive. It doesn't do that much. But we are trying to combine it with Mindsplice Apparatus, which is a 4-mana artifact with flash. At the beginning of your upkeep, it gets a counter, and then your instants and sorceries cost 1 less for each counter on it. So if you get up to 5 counters, you can play Mystical Teachings for 1 mana and flash it back for 1 mana. So if you want, both of these Mystical Teachings can tutor more additional Mystical Teachings. So 1 becomes 2, 2 can become 4, those 4 can become, or excuse me, you can get 4 because there's only 4 in your deck, but you can chain together your teachings and then eventually get a stack of time stops, and now your time stops are going to cost 2 mana. So once you get the Mindsplice Apparatus with enough counters on it, you can start time stopping your opponent over and over again, and then tutoring different instants, get a couple of Outrageous Robberies, and either deck your opponent or get cards of their deck to beat them with. In the meantime, you can find removal spells, you can find card advantage, you can find counter spells to stabilize. So this is sort of a combo deck, sort of a control deck. I have a bunch of one of removal spells. This might change. I figured why not just do a bunch of one-ofs. I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference, but sometimes maybe you want to tutor up an answer to a Planeswalker, or an Edict for something that has ward or hexproof. There's a Negate to tutor as well if you just need a 2-mana counter spell, and then a Horned Loch-Whale as a potential win condition, but I think most of the time you're going to win with Restless Reef or the Outrageous Robberies. So we've got removal, we've got a Singleton Irencrag just to help us get Mindsplice Apparatus in play faster. The End that is tutorable, some deadly cover-ups. We can't tutor these, but it's just a sweeper that helps make sure we're not dead, so we can start casting our card advantage spells. Mana base, pretty straightforward. Some Demolition Fields that maybe you don't need, but these can be nice against opposing Restless lands. Yeah. And then side deck, I'm trying a bunch of the Foundations sort of sideboard cards in a lot of my decks, just to see how they feel. Flash, Freeze, and Deathmark. Both definitely powerful cards, but it just sort of depends on the metagame and what you're trying to accomplish. So these cards will see play. It's just a matter of when and if it's their time or not. Other than that, we've got some more cheap sweepers, things like Convoke, cut downs for aggressive decks. I have some Preachers and Sheoldreds because most opponents will probably take out all the removal, so maybe you can cheese wins with these. Also just a solid defensive card. Extra counter spells and some Duresses for blue decks. So that is the Dimir Mindsplice deck tech for Foundation Standard. Make sure to like and subscribe if you came for the deck. There will be a export in the description as always, and I will see you guys in the games or the next video. All right, peace. All right, we are on the play. All right, this is spicy. Maybe I'm not supposed to keep this, but playing control, I like hitting my land drops. I'm on the play. If I was on the draw, I would mull this, but we might need some help from our draw steps. But if an opponent doesn't have a fast start, we can loot away lands. I mean, depending on what they do and depending on what we draw, we could do that either way if we feel like we need to find other action. Opponent mulligan to 5. So you would say that's a good thing, but they might... Okay, good. I was kind of worried they might just play a 1-drop and mess me up. All right, found one of our removal spells. Sort of what I was banking on. We have a bunch of them, so... Ooh, okay. Oh boy. Alright. So, it might be a blue-black mirror, which is going to be awkward. It's probably flash, right? I think I let them 2 for 1 me. It's not great to get milled, but... Oh, cool. Alright, well, we've got our Edict instead of like a Go for the Throat, so that was lucky. So this is probably the Demon combo deck, which is going to come down to if they have Cavern of Souls or not, maybe. Otherwise, we might be fine. I mean, they could just run me out of resources, of course. Let's blow this up. Guess probably get an island. Then kill the demon. So now we get to draw cards and counter a spell if they play at sorcery speed. That doesn't accomplish too much, but whatever. Happy to be hitting my land drops at least. Okay, let's counter. Draw. Nice little cryptic command action. Uh-oh. Oh, it's only one. Oops. Wow, okay. Well, this is unfortunate. I think I'm milling myself because I have a bunch of Think Twices in my deck. Nice. Okay, well, we got a card. I don't know, like, they could just naturally mill me with Jaces, but I think traditionally this deck only plays, like, one more. Yeah, that's annoying. They had another one of these. We're not getting any help whatsoever. Pretty unlucky. Well, this one might be over. Should we draw the Outrageous card, perhaps? They didn't do anything. They didn't make a demon. That's kind of interesting. I don't know if this deck has islands in it. Am I not? I don't think I want to use this. Okay, we found a card that does something, and a really good one at that. It's 4, so we can't do both. So let's just play land, say go. Don't know why they didn't use this. Okay, so there's a demon. I can't find a card that answers this, right? So I could just get another Teachings. Could get a Think Twice. I'm probably going to get the Robbery. Could get a counter. I think I'm just going to get the Robbery. I can have the Drain. I have plenty of life. Okay, so do I just main phase this for 1,000,000? So I drew a second one, so they don't know about the second one. So if they go for the mill demon, I can just mill them. I think this deck has some like counters, so let's do it for 7, I guess. Could potentially kill them with their combo, depending on how this goes. Okay, so there's one of the counters. So now we need to just stabilize, which I think we could do. They do have plenty of card advantage, but I have a lot of cards and a second Robbery, so. You can have a demon, that's fine. We have a sweeper. I got a 10. Alright. I guess I want to play the lands from my hand, probably. So 2, 2, 6, and 2, 8. Do I want to get rid of demons, or do I want to get rid of Jaces? Not that worried about demons, I guess. Alright, your hand's all removal. Your deck has a bunch of nothing. Okay, I don't have to discard the hand size. So they have 33 cards. So I do want to find, I want to find Mindsplice or Time Stop, I guess. Duress. Okay. So I'm losing my Robbery. Do I care that much? Just do it for 3, I suppose. Okay. So we could try to deck them with the Restless Reefs pretty quickly. You get an extra card, sure. Should have played a Restless Reef, I think. I didn't really keep track of the math, but doesn't matter that much to me. Auto pay. Oh, whoops. Well, I wanted to do that, but whatever. Okay. Flash this one in. So, do I care about this? Not really. I guess maybe I messed up slightly. Okay. Could activate it. I guess if I activate, I draw 2, right? So it's probably worth over just teachings. Go for the throw at 1. So this will counter unless they pay 4. So this taps them out. Does that matter for me? Potentially, I guess. It's only a card. I need to be careful though, but the teachings can get a counter, so as long as I don't mess up, I think I'll be fine. Alright, that's nice to have. So I didn't pay, we got a bunch of extra cards. We're at 31 cards, they're at 26. We got another counter. Let's just play a land and say go. This. I guess I will teachings. Not even sure what I want to get. I could just get a time stop at this point. I don't think I need another counter. Okay, so 1 counter. Play a blue land. So this costs 5. This costs 3, 7. 5, 6, 7. So 1 is 2. So we'll just say go. Do I want to just time stop them? Duress. Okay, I will time stop you. And I want control, damn. I wanted to respond to my own thing. That's pretty awkward on Arena, not gonna lie. But whatever. Alright, everything's really cheap now. Could probably play this. Play a teachings. So counterspell here. Get another teachings. Then teachings again, get a time stop. Pass. That's fine. Okay, so demon on the stack. I guess I'll time stop. I mean, I could just deck them, right? What are they gonna do to deck me? I'm just gonna time stop. I think I can't really lose this game either way. If they have double counter, I just deck them. So, alright, more counters. Yeah. And then Mindsplice. Let's play this. Teachings. Get a teachings. Teachings, get a time stop. Okay, so I need to hold control. I'll just play this out. It's fine. Alright, your go. I'll just do it in their upkeep. Give one. Oh, please, God. You have a clock, don't I? 21, 26. Yeah, you have a token, that's fine. Oh, you're drawing, sure. Okay. I want to hold control. Resolve this. Just do another one of these, I guess. I guess now we can get countered. Huh, that was slightly a mistake. Whoops. Trying to play fast, but... Okay. Can't actually shoot it, but whatever. Alright, you're at 4. So now we can just win with the demon. Assuming I have a removal spell, which I should. So we'll teachings. Okay, go for the throat. Go for the fairy, trigger the Archfiend, attack for 6, counter whatever they do. Yep. Alright, nice. What a crazy game 1 though. Hopefully all these games are not this long. Showed the deck off well. I mean, maybe I can only record like 2 matches with this if I don't want the video to be too long, but I mostly just care about like the gameplay showing what the deck is trying to accomplish, so people understand. And this one definitely did that. All right, so blue-black demon combo. I think I want my Duresses, and I don't. Negate's kind of interesting. Stroke, I probably want Negate. Stroke might be decent. And I need to figure out what I think they're going to do with their removal spells. Because they know that I have ways to steal their stuff. Maybe I'm going to try the creatures just because I want the game to go faster, to be completely honest. Cut down's awkward because it just hits the fairy. Do I care about the fairy? I don't think I care that much since I'm an instant speed deck. Probably going to board and counter spells. I don't mind that much. And then removal. So the combo's scary from their perspective because I have Robbery and Restless Reef. So like if I have 2 Restless Reefs, I can just deck them, or a Robbery, I can deck them. I think I do want to just trim on removal. 4's probably fine. 5, I guess. And then do I want Deadly Cover Up? I don't know. I'm going to try without it. I'm going to take out a Mindsplice just because if I don't want to draw a bunch of these if I'm getting like dressed or whatever. I could maybe take out a Time Stop. Just because it's expensive and bad against counter spells if I don't have this. And what about the Whale? The Whale's another way to win the game. I'll just take out an Irencrag because I don't think their deck's that fast. And we're on the draw, so more likely to hit our mana sources. But yeah, playing with this deck's hard. I'm not going to pretend I'm doing things optimally, but I do want to get the show on the road. All right. I'm going to try this. Like I said, their deck's not that fast. They could definitely have a start that's just like Caustic Bronco into, I guess like Annex and just run me over, but... So far they didn't have that. I think twice is a solid pickup. Okay. So I think we're gonna do this and then just jam the teachings into play. Excuse me, that apparatus. So now I can get this, so I can get like a whatever removal spell I want. Okay. It's interesting. Might end up just time stopping depending on what they do. There you go. So I assume we're just making a fish here, right? But now we get to play a game with the Mindsplice in play early and see the difference in that. Okay, you're just gonna attack me. I don't think I have to worry about dying, really. I'm gonna just take this. I might just think twice plus teachings. Okay, so I should probably get an answer. I'm at 8. What is the end proc off of? 5 or less. Okay. So now we're playing with fire, but I think we'll be okay. I want to get a removal spell, I think. So now my time stop will cost 4, and then I'll have 3 steps ahead. So I get end their turn plus counterspell backup. If they have double counterspell, it's potentially problematic. But if they have triple counterspell, or I guess if they have triple spell, it's probably problematic. I think they're going to want to protect the demon, but I'm not sure. Also, something interesting against this card is I can just I can end the turn to not take the damage after the counter gets removed. And then if they don't kill me, they just lose. Or they have to kill their own demon, so it's kind of interesting. Alright, I think we're going to go with the plan I said. And hope they don't have triple counterspell. Even if they do, we don't die, right? So they have to kill me this turn. I guess I'm doing this. So they're not getting +2 damage. How are they getting an additional 2 damage? Oh, again, I forgot to... Whatever, alright. So they lose to this if they don't kill it. So I'm gonna pass. I will counter that. Do I lose in any way? I think so. I left in all of their go for the throats, which is kind of interesting. Trigger. I don't know what this is. No matter what happens here, I think I'm fine. You're robbing me to find a removal spell. Sure. That's really funny. Okay. Alright, nice. What a sick first match. Holy. Alright, GG's. Damn, that was tight. Alright, we get to go first. This hand seems sweet. Does feel kind of nice to play blue-black against Slickshot Show-Off instead of something like blue-white. Sorry, I kind of got lost in thought. I gotta remember to constantly be rambling about nothing. Hired Claw. Okay. I don't really consider my opponent just playing around the Sheoldred Edict, to be completely honest, but they didn't play the thingy. Non-token. Yep, business. Upstairs. Let's get it. Well, I already have my cut down, so it's a bit awkward. This is the worst thing for me that they could have. It's like really bad. Can I get though? Can I get anything that's good? I guess time stop, but I'm not there yet. The whale's okay. I could just get the moment. Moment plus counterspell maybe. I made a few changes in my deck. Sorry, I could cover it, but they're so minor. I figured whatever. All right, your go. So what are we doing? We're probably going Questing Druid into Slickshot into Swift Spear, land, and then have a spell up, and I have to beat all that shit. Which, you know, is probably doable. I guess I'm going to... I'm just gonna let them Slickshot me. See what they do. I think I moment after they Swift Spear, and then we just analyze what's going down. So Monstrous Rage, I just counter, and then I take one here. Or they could have double, I guess, but I think I'm countering if they go to save this. So okay, cool. Gain 2. You have a Swift Spear. I don't really care about that. If they don't play this, I'll just think twice. No counter. Then we have to beat their hand and a Swift Spear. With a bunch of stuff. Sure. If they attack, I think I'm just going to Restless Reef. And if they have Burst Lightning, it's annoying, but it's not like I just lose the game off of it. Can go for it again. They have to have another Burst Lightning. Okay, now we're at the point I think the game is over. Probably have too much life and too many extra cards to lose. And then if they do nothing, we could just get a time stop. Which ends up just being like against these non-blue decks, it's basically just a better counterspell, right? Opponent just tilted. They can't believe it. They can't believe a scumbag blue-black player would do this to them. Okay. Just get this. It's more fun. I can't lose either way. Shock. Yep. What is your highest damage? Probably that. It's not your highest damage, but it's probably your best card. Screaming Nemesis. A bunch of trash. Okay. So, teachings. For a teachings. Stop on their upkeep. Teachings for a time stop. And we'll say, hey, you can go. Your turn's over. Think twice. Maybe I did that. Whatever, it doesn't matter. This one is big over. That costs 3. So let's draw a card. Draw a card. Stop in your upkeep. On my turn. And the turn. Resolve. Opponent's probably having the most fun they have ever had in their life. Teachings for teachings. Teachings for time stop. This costs 2 now. Teachings again. Get another time stop, why not? Play think twice. Stop in your upkeep. Yeah, maybe this wasn't the card to add to foundations. I don't know. It's probably this thing's about to rotate, so it's probably not that big of a deal, but this is obviously not the most fun anyone has ever had. I'm just gonna say go and then robbery for 100 billion and then time stop, if anything matters. But in fairness, it probably doesn't matter that I have this time stop stuff. It probably just feels worse for the opponent than it actually is. Like, if I just had more cancels, they could never win, right? Like, the game was already over when I started doing this stuff. But surely you could envision spots where, like, maybe my opponent's board is full, and I just keep time stop blocking them over and over again, and then it gives me time to find this or whatever. All right, so -5, so X is going to be 8, 12. No big deal. Oh, it's so good. Alright. Let me play it. No, let me play the slick shots come back. Alright. So, red, green, burn, aggro, whatever you want to call it. I think the flash freezes are even more appealing when they have Questing Druid, which is something I don't think I talked about earlier. But that is nice. I don't know if this is even better. There's a card that's just like counter a thing that costs 2 or a red card. So it's pretty similar. But alright, Preacher, Sheoldred, Eclipse, or Cut Down. I'm going to try Into the Royal, which I added to give me a way to beat a Resolved Forge. And then last time, I think we did this, which I can get behind. You run a slight risk of just not having enough card advantage, but you do have Preacher and Sheoldred, so. Negate's fine. I guess Negate might be important, actually. Just difficult to sideboard. Like I said, I don't want to take out too many card advantage spells. Maybe Into the Royal's bad. Maybe I just tricked myself. I could go full control and just take out all 4 of these. Maybe that's fine. Oh, the robberies can go. I don't need those. Can I have one of each to be able to tutor with teachings? I just don't. What's my worst card? Maybe just a deadly cover up. I could take out both. I'm gonna try the extra teachings. I think like teaching seems surprisingly decent. Just being able to get cut down, like it's not great, but you can run them out of creatures. And then using teachings to find extra counter spells versus their burned end game is sort of nice. I don't think I can keep this. I'm not going to mulligan again. I'm going to get rid of Time Stop. It's just going to cost 6, basically. Always with the configuration I have. This hand is certainly not great. We have so many removal spells. I could have mulliganed to 5. I don't know. We still draw one here, though. It'd be fine. Shock. Okay. Well, opponent with the worst start ever. Maybe we can win. No, a land. My opponent gets to play the game. How do I win? Okay. Not the scariest. This is really funny. Okay. So I'm getting like shocked or something? I think I just lost. It's really funny to lose a game like this, but I think the game... okay. Cut down. Do I want to discard teachings? I don't think so. Okay. Well, I think I could take another hit. I think I'm just gonna play this and, you know, whatever happens, happens. They do... Are low on mana, I guess. Alright, so 1 billion damage and 2 mana. Uh-oh. So what is it? That's minimum 6. Yeah, we're just very dead. Skill game. Burn spell, burn spell, burn spell, burn spell. So I need them to mess up. Okay. So. This is very hard to beat. The burst lightning doesn't kill me though. So what's the spell I'm supposed to play? I can't cast 2 things anyway. I can just use the cancel. Like, you could argue the other counterspell has more value. I think I'm just going to use this. And then... Oh, no. I don't have enough blue. Okay, wait. So... I only have 4. So I have to let this happen. And they found extra lethal. And I don't have the mana to stop both of them. Wow. Unfortunate. Yeah. Dude, Underground River is just such a piece of shit, dude. It's so annoying dying because I have Underground River. Oh, I hate it. Alright, well, that sucked. Alright, run it back. If it wasn't an Underground River, I'd just counter the Questing Druid, have to fade a land for a turn. I guess I don't even have to fade because I can't double spell. It's tricky either way. It's a tough spot. If I just had a removal spell, that game was free, right? Like, I just have 20 life versus a bunch of terrible burn cards. But the one drop they played just did, what, like 10 damage or something stupid before I could kill it. So, unlucky. We drew like 1 4-mana removal spell, not our millions of other ones. Alright, game 3. I would like to go first, of course. Keep. Not great, but I think it's a keep. I think it's like a good hand, not a great hand. I don't know I'm hitting my third land drop. I probably don't ever really want to think twices against a deck like this early in the game. Into the Royals, not awesome, but it is a 2-mana interaction piece, so preserving my life total is going to be important. I have Negate for Breastforge and Questing Dread. Tap land, okay. Alright, lovely to draw another land. Much more confident in the hand now. Ooh. We're jamming, helping with the runaway. Got Negate too, so if it lives through the turn, we're gonna be chilling. Yep. Okay. Okay. It's a really, really, really annoying spot. I have to play it perfectly. So double burn spell, I negate one. I untap into the royal, the roll, Moment of Craving, gain a life. Monstrous Rage, I just into the royal, the creature. Or protection spell. I probably just into the royal to show off no matter what, right? Not positive, but I need to live. I guess now I don't have negate, so they're just gonna like double lightning strike me and I'm gonna die. If they have a protection spell, I get owned. Doesn't really make that much sense to play a protection spell. There's no way of double lightning strike. Please, God. Thank you. Holy God. That would have been so tilting. All right. I think we're probably in the clear now. If just the land attacks, we can chump. And then play our... whatever. It's a 3-4, right? So it'll be a 1-2. Preacher looking good. I guess they probably could have just killed it, though, right? Like just instead of... I mean, maybe they can't ever win if they kill a Preacher, though. That's one of the appealing things of it, right? Where it probably is going to eat 2 spells. Doesn't matter if I go to 3. I guess I'll let them do a thing at priority anyway. Okay. Go after this, whatever your last card is on the gate. Nice. That was a scary game. The gate ended up being good though. Preacher ended up being good. Happy with a lot of choices there. Another 1/1 that can chump block, leave up counterspell, go to 6. Sure. It's actually wrong to attack, I guess, but it doesn't matter. This one's over. I guess the most correct play was probably just use this to make a Preacher. It doesn't matter. I don't think the deck can win from the spot no matter what I do. I don't think they could do 9 damage with 2 cards regardless, so. So I go to 6. And then I'll get 2 life linkers here. Alright, nice. Your turn. Sweet. This deck is cool. This deck is cool. It seems to be okay against these red decks. Everyone is playing red decks. Unironically, 90% of my opponents are playing red decks. But they seem so beatable. My win rate versus them, I think, is relatively high. So it's nice. It's nice that when everyone's playing the same deck, it isn't something that feels like it's unbeatable. That happens a lot on specifically Arena, I've noticed, where I guess it's just like either a deck that people already have, so they play it for the new season, or a deck that's fast for ladder, or maybe a deck that some content creator made. I don't really know how it works, but GG's. Alright, let's go first. Oh no, the dreaded Underground River, my nemesis. I hate you so much. You are a bad thing. What am I supposed to play? I guess this. I guess I could draw like exactly Swamp Island and then regret playing the river. Seagram Coast, go. It's probably fine to do this. Okay, opponent's getting spicy. I like it. Oh, never mind. They're not getting spicy at all. They're just playing Kinfolk. Fuck my life. Okay, yeah. Okay, this might be a pretty bad matchup. Our deck's not that well configured against Go Wide. Like, I wish there was like a Consume the Meek or something I could tutor with this, but that doesn't really exist. Being said, we do have 20 life before we got teachings going. Maybe just the time stop stuff makes it so this matchup isn't that bad. Post board is going to be much harder, but hopefully they don't have another one of these, and then I can just tutor up the Mindsplice. Just don't want a big scary turn right here. That's not scary. Warden's probably the only thing that's like minorly scary, but I don't even think I will. I'll just let him do it. Huh. Okay. Well, that might be a problem if they have Emidane's Recruiter. I think I still probably have to get the Mindsplice. There's just, I don't think there's an instant or flash creature in the format that's going to be good in spots like this. Alright, land is welcome. Land means maybe we have enough time to do the stuff we need. 6 is no problem. I will gladly take 6. Sure. So now we need to time stop. So I guess I'm doing it in their upkeep to deny the draw step. So we can double time stop so far because we have teachings. So next turn, even when we brick on land, we have teachings plus time stop. So let's go upkeep stop here because they have lethal, right? I could double removal spell. It's going to be 12. I could teachings triple removal spell. Kind of scary. Maybe that's better. I think I want to just chain together time stops and try to find a sweeper. Should I play one of these? I think I'm banking on the sweeper anyway, so. Okay. This is an exile your search library. Okay, so it doesn't exile all the ones with the same name. So. I did sort of want to find a land. So we can do it. We can use all 4. Okay, so now I can think about not just eating the damage. It's going to be 9. I got a 3. So triple removal spell. So it's going to be 4, 1. So I have to take 1, so I'll go to 2. So I'll actually go to 1. Because of these stupid underground rivers. So this is going to be -1, 3, and 2. I think I have to time stop again. Do I want... I maybe wanted to play a removal spell to get extra mana. Okay. So I have 1 more time stop. I think we're just going to go for card advantage and go to 1 here. It's really... I don't know. These stupid fucking underground rivers are just so bad. It's so unfortunate how terrible they are. So, alright, let's think. This is going to eat 1 here. It's 2. And then I do both. And I just go to 1. And I have to win. I guess I can get a moment at some point. So their hand sucks. Oh my god. It's so stupid, man. Guess I'm going to 1. It makes my life so much harder. I think we're gonna lose. Maybe not. Maybe we can stabilize. Like the whale. It doesn't. I don't think it matters. Whale doesn't really do anything anyway. Cut down. Alright, we lived. So we got the white one. They probably have plains though. Should have a swamp in my deck. Everything they have is lethal. That is lethal plus draw a card. That's very bad news for me. Incredible draw by them. Guess it's probably worse than some of the other draws. They could draw like a Siren. Wow. I mean, opponent is just so lucky. That sucks. Fuck, man. Oh, these stupid rivers fuck me every game. They're so bad, dude. Maybe I could have won this game, though. I don't know. It's so annoying. Alright, alright. In. I don't think I care about cut down, actually. Definitely with the sweepers. Stroke, I think, is good. Deathmark. This answer's Warden and the 4/4. We could try it. Gotta. Was hoping we would find a match where this was actually good. We didn't do that, but we could try it here. Alright, I'm gonna take out the robberies. I do think I kind of want to do the time stop stuff. We have 4 sweepers now, so hopefully we can actually find one. Take out Negate. Spot removal just sucks, right? Moment stabilizes. And does Anoint do anything? I just need answers to the Warden, but I have sweepers of this. This is not a good answer. This is a good answer. I have Whale. I have Teaching Tutor stuff. I need to have a spot removal spell, so I guess it's going to be Go for the Throat. Does Anoint do anything? To worry about Herbrest Forge, I suppose. Alright, alright. That was kind of cool. We needed a little bit of help, and then they had the Disenchant, which is in their main deck. That's definitely a problem. Maybe this matchup's just really bad because they have 1 mana answer to this, but they're not going to have it that often. It was just like a weird spot where they ended up drawing it after we had stabilized, and then they blew this up and took away all our mana and all our options. So a little unlucky, but I'm not going to sweat it. That was a pretty cool game. Alright, let's try 3, whatever. Wasn't sure what to board up. Really hate my mana base, I'm not gonna lie. Is this a good 4-card hand somehow? Just Preacher the End? I don't think so. Yeah, we died. Alright, alright. Fair enough. What can you do? We're playing a standard deck. Our opponent, like most opponents, are playing modern decks. Because this is... We're no longer playing standard. We're playing extended plus. We're playing extended with more cards. It's a good draw. But if I just rip lands, maybe I could win. This has looked good. Like, this has made, well, they could have just blown it up, too. That would have sucked. I guess they have the nuts. This has made Deadly Cover-Up look like a maybe playable card, considering everyone's just trying to, like, kill you on turn 3. In this format. Like, 5-mana sweeper's so bad. Like, even Sunfall's, like, almost unplayable, because all the decks can kill you on, like, turn 3 and turn 4. Yeah, I mean, they just have nut perfects. That's the reason you play Convoke. Alright. GG's. I think this is going to be the last match of this deck. This deck is really, really cool. This is probably like the... let's go to the deck really quick, I guess. So people can see the slight changes I made. But this is probably like of all the Foundation decks I've played, like this is a new archetype. Whether or not it's good or not, time will tell. But this is the one so far that I've messed around with that's like, oh, this is literally, like, this is a new deck that couldn't be a thing without Foundations. Like, if you didn't have Time Stop, this would not be worth doing. But really quick, I just added an Into the Royal to the board that probably isn't even good, and then I put a Moment of Craving in the deck, and I cut the the whatever, the XL3 cards removal spell. But yeah, like Time Stop plus Mindsplice Apparatus is like, it's definitely powerful. Like you have to have all of these cards, and 2 of them are Foundations cards. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was a lot of fun to play this deck. I strongly recommend it if you have the cards and just want to mess around. You know, don't be too surprised if like you end up struggling against some of the meta and the blue-black decks. I don't really know. I only played like 3 or 4 matches or whatever. But yeah, this deck's really cool, and I'm happy I sort of got to show it do its thing some of the time. Like, even that game we lost against Convoke, you saw the point of just like, okay, I'm going to take all of the turns with Time Stop, and then eventually, hopefully I could stabilize. Awkward that we didn't find like a card draw spell or a sweeper there, and then we had all our stupid Underground Rivers to deal us a bunch of damage along the way. But yeah, this deck's cool. You know what it needs? And I don't think this card exists, but... is there like an X? Let me type. Alright. I shouldn't do this in the video, but who cares? Alright, let's go. Instant. Not collected. Black. Is there like an X card that gains X life? I know that's a card that has been in Standard in the past. I don't think there is. Unlucky. So yeah, maybe you want more of this. It's such a shitty card, but maybe it is the card that is required. I'm thinking March of whatever it was called. Yeah, this one is not gain life. Damn. All right. Well, that card would be perfect for the deck. Any like X gain a bunch of life that was an instant that you could tutor would be awesome, but it doesn't exist, and there's so much aggro in the format. Deadly Cover-Up is just really bad. Maybe you consider just Bane decking some of these, like, Malicious Eclipse. It's not a great card, but it might be important enough to have to get through your mid and get you to the mid game and the late game. But hope you guys like the deck. Like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.